I think a lot of people see the world today as a lot of opportunity, right? That anyone can kind of make their own startup and follow the entrepreneurial journey. But I think at the same time, the majority of people are kind of held back by fear because there's always a fear of failure. There's a fear of discomfort of stepping away from what's your current reality, right? Your current comfortable lifestyle.
Mm.
And that because of that, I think a lot of people fall into this notion that, yeah, they kind of have this idea they want to start, but they always keep procrastinating on it because they're they're afraid that they're going to lose what they have going for them right now. So did you ever fall in that zone of that discomfort of newness or that fear of failure, or how are you able to overcome that if you did?
Oh, definitely. I think that's a very important and good question. That fear, I think, um, is what makes us a social person. You have there are so many reasons to fear failure because society tells us that failure, you know, in one way or the other is often bad. In entrepreneurship, though, failure is a power. But it's never easy to fail. It always hurts, but it's never easy to fail. For me, failure, I mean, my at the time when I took this leap to entrepreneurship, I was able to take some risk, but I had to educate myself. That MBA that I said I did was part of this education on how to take risks. I wish I had learned more of what I did during the MBA as a younger person, or maybe I would have taken this leap at an earlier stage. And there are always trade-offs. When you're earlier, you're probably foregoing some um, regular income for this risky venture. At my age, I had maybe banked some of these risks to make sure that, my family's taken care of, and I had the bandwidth to kind of operate and maximize my opportunity cost. Um, right when the kind of all the things fell into place. Um, but not everyone would be able to recognize that because life's pressures or whatnot are always there. And then there are when you start, you don't have something that is immediately sellable. It takes a while to build, um, you know, in entrepreneurship, it takes a while to build a product or your service or whatever your offering is. It takes a while to get to that stage, and that is a very tough stage. So you might get delusional to say this is never going to happen. And what you think of making, it changes during the journey. It never is the product that you end up with. Fortunately for us, in a weird way, we've just been very mission focused, and FitXR, my and Sam and I have been able to make the exact product we wanted for a while, and that's just a function of a lot of things happening. But even then, there are many things that turn out differently. So it is fraught with risk. But I would say that, what if you're talking about the entrepreneurial journey and how to kind of safeguard yourself against the fear of, doing something big and uncertain, you time box it. And then you take immediate action, and then you don't go into this planning mode forever. You within that time box, you need to have some actionable item. Create something, and then go seek the answers from the people for whom you have been planning this for. Like, so your customers that you're planning something for, or making this product for, or creating a service for. Make something quickly, even if it's like a customer form, a Q&A form is the first product. You need to go and ask them whether this is something that they'd want. Sometimes, most times this is applicable. Sometimes a person like Steve Jobs would say, customers don't know what they want, and I'm making something that's better for them that they don't know. Sometimes this might not apply, but in most cases, most of these startups that exist try to solve problems that do exist in life. And for them, I would say, don't get deterred by small failures.
If you enjoyed that clip, then click here to see the full, unedited length podcast. Make sure you click here to see the full podcast, and don't forget to like and subscribe.